Being bilingual is something that makes me feel so proud. Coming from a totally different country and adapting to this one with a new system, culture, and language has been a true challenge. 3 years ago, I could only speak Spanish, and today I can proudly say that I can speak and communicate in English, such as I'm doing right now. It wasn't easy, I'm not going to lie. Days that I spent watching movies or series in English without understanding a word. Also, moments when I tried to memorize words that I couldn't remember the next day. But the most important part is that I made it. I think that being bilingual is something that opens many doors for me and widens my intellectual capacity. It is very important and very satisfying when you can communicate with two groups of people, especially in this country full of diversity. I was part of the school aviation team, and I can say that being bilingual within this area is incredible. In this class, I learned about different types of airplanes and how do they work, as well as jobs such as being a pilot or flight attendant for a commercial airline. On flights, you will not always find someone who can express themselves into languages. There are people from different countries, and when you can communicate with that person in their language, believe me that there is no greater comfort and connection that definitely improve the quality of the service. I see myself in the future as a leader, a Latin woman fulfilling my dreams, as a film director, and returning to my community to show them that dreams are fulfilled with effort and dedication, that we have the ability to learn another language, and that we can do whatever we want. Thank you so much.
High school, and words cannot express how excited I am to be part of this year's New York State Seal of Biliteracy ceremony as a recipient of the Spanish and English seals. This is an incredible honor, and I would love to take a moment to thank all the staff, educators, administrators, students, and our families for making this possible and trusting each other with this amazing opportunity. We appreciate you lots. Um, to begin, I wanted to say that my Chinese New Year does not glow with the red envelopes full of Franklins. It doesn't start as the first firecracker goes off under a purple skyline, and it doesn't end in forgetting the names of all the aunties and uncles who joined me for dinner. To others, my 14 floor mates, the single room I have shared with my parents for all my life, and our unique financial and legal statuses raise eyebrows, prompting accusations about my happiness. But to me, living with so many people of various backgrounds means that I get to breathe in diversity. It is how I first got the dream of one day opening a clinic for undocumented immigrants. And it is my way of living the every day and trying to make it better. Almost like taking a never ending elective in cultural studies, because there are always new stories, new questions, new ways to reinforce the bridge that spans the gulf of our cultural differences. Whether it is playing Jenga in 4 different languages or listening to a floormate recount her experiences as a scapegoat of the Chinese Cultural Revolution, life at home prioritizes a sense of community. Here, success is not defined by the occasional victory, but by substantial discussion built on the bedrock that is our love for the languages. The same, if not more, can be said about my tenure as a student of the Stuyvesant World Languages Department. It is through Spanish that I learned that there are really no boundaries between amigos and familia. Through the multilingual posters, drawings, and letters taped onto the 5th floor hallways, that I learned to love and love to learn even more. Scholarships my classmates and I received for traveling abroad remain our unwavering emblem that the quality brought about by language studies makes even the impossible possible, even in the face of the most backbreaking of personal and financial barriers. And though earning the NYSSB was a journey of its own, the moment Senora Montserrat congratulated me at its culmination only brought me back full circle to the very beginning, that the world languages are an art we will only appreciate more if we communicate, share, and thrive in our unique perspectives. But perhaps most importantly, multiculturalism is our gateway to a more inclusive tomorrow. As a child, I frequently sit by the communal porch every New Year's with oranges, waiting for the Chinese god of fortune, Tai Sun, to come and bless our future. But today, I finally see that the future does not arrive when he knocks on our door. It begins with us, the children, and our efforts to fight implicit racism and pursue a more colorful world through foreign languages. It is no longer enough to just be colorblind and not judge the strangers sitting next to us on the subway by their skin complexion. We must transcend that and inspire each other, and strive to bring out the best, most creative versions of ourselves as we continue to grapple with very human challenges in a changing world. A lot of the learning experience when it comes to languages is about making mistakes. And I'm not just talking about the wrong conjugation here and there, or misusing the phrases como te amo and como te llamas when I first started learning Spanish. Yikes. We all deserve so much credit for putting ourselves out there and exploring a shade of gray beyond our personal spectrum. And I am so incredibly proud of us all for dreaming big, taking a risk, and just going for it, because that's all it takes sometimes for miracles to happen. Throughout these past 4 years, we engaged critically with our own identities, reinforcing what we already knew of ourselves, what we have yet to discover about the world, and how we connect with one another during these divisive, unprecedented times. And even when we're not actively involved in something at a given moment, I hope that we will always remember to stay informed and open minded as we continue to learn, love, debate, and parent in our lives. Because my Chinese New Year doesn't glow with the red of money filled envelopes. It glows with our smiles when united. It doesn't start as firecrackers sizzle in the night sky, because it starts when I let my guard down and take on new endeavors. And finally, it doesn't end in forgetting all the friends and family who joined me for dinner, because it ends in remembering every one of them forever and moving forward together as one big family.
Hi, my name is Wikenson Rizil from FDR High School. I just turned 18 years old. I was born in Haiti. I've been living in the United States for the past 4 years and a half. Haiti have two official language, so I speak French. I speak Creole. Creole is my first language. By the time I was 5, I started learning French, which was very difficult for me because like we had a lot of rules to follow. Um, as a freshman in high school, I took Chinese, which was harder than French. I don't speak Chinese, but it was good for me to learn about like the Chinese culture and the diversity in the world. Even though FDR is like one of the best and most diverse public school in the United States, in New York, I was still met with a lot of challenges because I did not speak English, which make it hard for me to fit in the first like couple weeks. But with the help of many good teachers I had throughout my 4 year in high school, it started getting easier because of the thing like I learned at FDR High School. I earned a very good scholarship in federal fund to attend the college of my dream, Muhlenberg. I will attend Muhlenberg this fall. Haiti and the United States are very different, but the most outstanding thing for me was education. Education in Haiti is very different from the United States, mostly because of the lack of opportunity we had in Haiti to learn anything outside of school. In Haiti, we did not have enough technology to continue to expand our knowledge outside of school. Like in the United States, we have Delta Math, Kahoot, Quizlet, or Khan Academy. But in Haiti, you either learn your take from the teacher or you find it in a book. My mom told me when she was growing up, it was worse for her. My dad left Haiti when I was a kid to come to the United States. My mom told me that she could communicate with my dad for months because the phone price was really high and there was a lot of taxes to pay, so they couldn't communicate on a regular basis. In the past few years, technology started getting more accessible in Haiti. Phone get it cheaper, and they introduced WhatsApp, which can WhatsApp can make people like communicate easier from different places. But to find information to do a project or research, it's still tough to find this information in the internet. When I was doing my NYS seal of Biliteracy, I had a tough time finding information that I need. So I had to translate from English to to Creole, which was really hard to do, like really hard. That's why I wanted to go to college, and then I wanted to go to law school so I can learn the most that I can and go and make those information available to my people in my own language, because I know what it's like to not understand a language. Make you make mistake that you would normally make. So Miss Messman, a teacher had since like first since ninth grade. She told me that to become a lawyer, I need to speak publicly more. So today is like the first step of many have so I can accomplish that dream. So thank you for that opportunity. Merci.
Hi everyone, my name is Nini Sikharulidze from Brooklyn Technical High School. I'm a senior and I completed Seal of Biliteracy in Georgian, Russian, and French languages. I would say that this experience was invaluable to me to not only brush up on my language skills, but also to get to know some of the most amazing people in my high school career and to also explore all of these magnificent different cultures all around the world. I would definitely encourage you to do this because this turns you into a more conscientious human being, makes you more aware of the environment in which you live in, especially crucial in NYS. And I would also like to add that if you want to take up on this, one trick or tip that I would give you is to start as early as possible, maybe around sophomore or junior year, to make sure that you cover all of the steps that you need, especially if you're doing more than one language, just like I did with my 3 languages. And yes, bye everyone, take care, and yeah, make sure to do this. This is amazing.